Welcome to this week's Financial Friday. I'm Laurie Dawn Stevenson, a real estate agent in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Hopefully you know that if you're watching this video. Now, Fridays, I like to do something called Financial Friday, and this week we are going through renting versus buying. So this is going to be a little bit of a breakdown to help you decide if renting or buying really is the best option for you. So first off, there are perks and I guess pros and cons to both renting and buying. So when you are renting, you are building no equity, right? You are paying someone else's mortgage. They're helping make your landlord richer, which is the reality of it, right? Every payment that you make is essentially 100% interest because you are not building any ownership in that. A pro is that you don't have to take care of those big ticket items. So if the water heater goes or something goes with the washer, you don't have to worry about having to replace that and come up with that money. So that is an excellent pro. But that con of having zero ownership, zero say in what happens to the property, your landlord could sell at any point, I think that's a really big con. Now, when it comes to buying, one of the biggest cons is having to come up with the money for the down payment. And there are programs, there are ways around that. But you will always have your maintenance fees, like if the washer goes or the water heater or whatever happens, that is then solely your responsibility. The benefit to buying is that you are building equity in that property each and every payment that you make on it. You are building that ownership. You get to say what happens to that property. And so there's a really big upside to it. Now, do I believe homeownership is one of the fastest paths to building your own wealth? Absolutely. But I personally don't believe that homeownership is for everyone. I have dealt with some buyers who think it's a really great idea, and at the end of the day, it just turned out that they were so unprepared for the fact that no one was going to take on that responsibility for you. When that water heater goes, that's something that is now your responsibility and you have to come up with that money. So if that's not something you're prepared for, if you really enjoy the fact that everything's taken care of for you, then maybe renting is the best option. The other end too is there is some places where certain things like that are included. So condos, for example, some of them do include heat, and that is taken care of as part of the monthly fees, snow removal, lawn care. It really depends on what stage you are in life and where you're at. So homeownership is a really great option for many, many people, but it really is not for everyone. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a wonderful weekend. And bye.